Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostle elders, a great millstone who rule well. And salutations to all you brothers out there pushing this word in love, truth, sincerity, and humility. Once again, it's the brother Shati from the Chicago camp coming back to you with what I hope is another quick and edifying sit down. And this is on the Fresh and Fit channel. Some brothers in Miami with a nice, up and coming podcast. Been hip to them for a couple of months now. They're kind of in, I guess, for lack of a better phrase, the whole manosphere thing with Kevin Samuels, Donovan Sharp, Coach Greg Adams, and a lot of other people. But I actually thought this was a very interesting segment. And it says strong, independent women turn feeble after man breaks in. Because if you've ever watched their show, the regular one, then the one that they do after hours, they always invite women on the show. And they ask all these women the very same question all the time. And the answer that you get is, I'm strong, I'm independent, I got ambition, I'm not going to settle. And they pretty much have nothing to offer men other than pussy. That I'm just being straight. They're under such a delusion that they actually think that they're all that, but they're really not. And so this segment, starting at the 7-minute mark, was a very good indicator of why the Lord is really going to knock you women off your pedestal, because you all are highly at ease here in Babylon. Okay, this place has been so-called civilized to the point where you dwell carefree everywhere you go, and whatever you do, there's no consequences for your actions. Because what you're about to see is a situation that could have gone very, very bad. And these chicks are just sitting there like there's no type of potential danger. So we're going to let this play, maybe about a minute of it, and then we'll get some scripture.
Is he saying my name? Fuck this dude up, Andrew. Is he saying my name?
I don't know who this guy is. No, my friend.
What the fuck?
I don't give a fuck. We're doing a fucking podcast, my friend. Get out of here.
I'm not trying to interrupt.
Chris, yeah, get the fuck out of here.
How did he get in here?
I don't know. Fucking weirdo.
What the fuck?
He's trying to fight you? He's trying to fight you?
I don't know. He ain't trying to fight me. He's trying to say hello to me. He doesn't want to fight me.
I think he said he's trying to fight you.
Oh, no, it's not a fight. I just want what the fuck does he want?
I thought he just said he's trying to fight.
Yeah, he's not fighting
there's
a fight.
Oh shit, guys, he's going down. I just said I'm a world fucking 4-time winner. It's a world championship.
Yo, guys, Dogecoin.
Dogecoin to the fucking moon, guys. Somebody just pulled up.
I put $500 in Dogecoin. It's at $8,000 right now, guys. Or probably more.
Period.
Somebody
I
just pulled up
bought
out of nowhere.
You look sexy in the camera. No joke.
I bought .01.
Yo, who is that?
Follow me on Instagram, YITSITAXO.
Follow me, Champagne Pocky, like Drake, but with Pocky, the Japanese
He doesn't want the smoke. I didn't take my jacket off. I took my jacket off on a motherfucker.
Yo,
What the fuck?
He's like, oh, follow Tate. Tate's so rich and
how did he
sexy.
get in here?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
how did he get
in here for a minute?
Yo, who let him in?
Who was that?
Literally.
Who let him in, bro?
Wait, how did he find? How did he find us? Wait, what even happened?
Yeah.
What happened just now? What's some scary shit? Can you
I'm
tell
gonna
me?
take my watch off in case I have to change my mind on the fucking
The
baby.
craziest shit happened.
That's really all you need to see. Now, here you have a situation where, at least going by the video, you got some bugged out fan that wanted to see Tate, and he was being very rude, very unruly, and wouldn't get the hell out. So you got Fit, who I believe is Myron Gaines. Well, I had to get at the guy, then his co-host, and then Tate went to help the guy to get this unruly guy out the studio. And then what do these chicks do? Oh my God. They instigate. No, he said, you want to fight. You want to fight. Dogecoin. I invested $500. It's like $8,000 now. Oh, let me get this 10, post my Instagram. Oh my God. That was like so scary. It is like, really? You had a potential situation, you had a situation that had the potential to go downhill really fast, really fast. They don't know, these chicks don't know if this guy would have had a knife, had a gun, or who knows what the hell could have happened. And the only thing that these chicks could do is just act like fucking school children. That's why the Lord is shaking this thing up, man. He is shaking this world up very strongly right now. All right, you women's world is about to start crashing very soon. Because a lot of you depend on men, whether they be masculine or simps. Many of you women depend on men for your source of income, for safety, for protection. But see, the Lord is shaking things up where all that's going to come to an end. All this strong, independent, I don't need no man, but I'm going to call the police. I make my own money, but I got to go finesse people. Okay? All that stuff is coming to an end because what you have going on right now, not only in the United States, but all across the world, okay, you have the deflation of the dollar, you have hyperinflation, everything is in a bubble. The price of commodities and goods have skyrocketed. Gas is about to go up, food is going up, wood is going up. Not to mention, in the next couple of months, they're going to call in those debts for the mortgage moratorium, the rent moratorium, the student loan moratorium. They're going to start calling in the debt for all these things. And as the scripture says, then you women are going to be found in a very pitiful case. Hey, yesterday when I went to Portillo's, I was with my family and we saw a grown ass man with a sign begging for food and money, and his wife and his 2 children were there. And I was telling my woman, this is how it's going to look like in a couple of months. You're going to see a whole lot of strong, independent women out here. All right, these chicks are going to be selling pussy for $2. All right, ain't going to be no more of this. Well, if you want to hit this, it's 1,000 or 500. Or in some of these simp cases, like what was that that dumbass rapper who gave a chick like damn near almost $30,000 to have sex? See, that stuff is going to end. And you women are going to be in a very horrible and pitiful case. All the guys that you dissed, all the so-called good men that you considered low level, see, you're going to be going back to those guys because you're going to be in one. Hey, and men, if you're listening to this video, you better have a very long memory, because you better believe the men of the Lord are going to have a very long memory. All the times you were talking shit, all the times you called the police on brothers, all the times you done sent brothers to jail, all the times you done put child support on guys, calling a job, okay, slashing their tires, wrecking their homes, fighting the other women. See, all these things, fellas have a very long memory because the time is coming where these bitches are going to be in a serious case of want, a very serious case of seeking safety and shelter. Like the scripture says, a man, and that reminds me, a man shall be a covert. I was going to get that Isaiah 32, but I'm going to still get that. A man shall be a covert from the storm. Where is it? Where is that? Let me put it on pause and find it. Okay, it's also in the same chapter. Okay, this is Isaiah 32 and 2. And it says, a man shall be as a hiding place from the wind and a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. Okay, and that's not just any man, that's a man of the Lord. But you're going to have a lot of women flocking to any type of man in that day for safety. Because as that old Kiss song goes, all hell's going to be breaking loose. And as I said, man, you better have a very long memory in that day. As I said, the men of the Lord are going to, because and when that day comes, Jacob's trouble, all right, when then these 7 women will take hold of one man, Isaiah 4:1. That's going to be your covering from the storm, from the famine, from the disease, from the death, from the chaos. A man of the Lord is going to be able to provide that type of protection. But many of you women will not receive that because you are too prideful and delusional. Strong and independent, but didn't even offer to help lift a hand. Even when they came back, damn, that looked kind of scary. Hey, I can't fight no dude, but hey, that looked kind of scary. Do you guys need something? Can we get something for you? No. What did you see? Dogecoin. My Instagram is. See, this is what these women were thinking about. Childish, frivolous bullshit. In a situation that could have gone very bad, very quickly, where many people could have gotten hurt, including them. That's how stupid these so-called modern day women are, man. Danger can be right in front of their face and they're thinking about dumbass shit like cryptocurrency and Instagram. Hey, the Lord is going to kick you bitches' ass, man, because you are too comfortable here in this place. Way too damn comfortable. That's why when we scroll down to verse 9, it says, rise up, ye women that are at ease. And this is pretty much all women in America. But seeing as these scriptures pertain to the so-called Black, Latino, and Native American women, that's who we're going to be getting on. Because when you look at the podcast, you can tell there were Jakes there. There were Jake females in there. Totally comfortable. You got your Instagram, you got your OnlyFans, you got your Dogecoin. You got all these rich men breaking bread. You got all these simps spending a paycheck on you. You don't get in trouble for nothing. You women are very comfortable here in America. And it says, hear my voice, ye careless daughters, give ear to my speech. It's truth. It says, many days and years shall ye be troubled. Why? Because this economy, this dollar is collapsing. The great reset is happening right in front of our face. Hyperinflation is here right in front of our face. Like I said earlier, danger can be staring these bitches right in the face and they don't see it. They don't even perceive that it's danger. Just like now, you got hyperinflation. You got the dollar failing. You got the great reset happening. You got poverty and joblessness. You literally have all this danger happening right in front of these chicks' face, and they have no clue. As the scripture says, a wise man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself. A fool sees it and he's destroyed. A fool passes on and he's destroyed. And all these women are fools. They're careless. They don't even foresee the danger that's happening to them. And it says, ye careless women, because things are not going back to normal. It says, for the vintage shall fail, the old way, the old system, the Instagram, the OnlyFans, the simps, the money, the food, all these things are going to fail. The late night parties in the clubs, the VIP section, the Gucci, the Louis, all these things are going to fail. It says, the gathering shall not come. It says, tremble ye women that are at ease. That means be in fear. But see, there's no fear in these women. Yahweh Bashem Yahushua has been taken out of the picture. Accountability has been taken out of the picture. All right. Simpism is at an all-time high. So they are totally comfortable. There's a complete lack of fear. It says, be troubled, ye careless ones, strip ye and make ye bare and girt sackcloth upon your loins. Basically, you need to humble yourself and you need to fear. Because when the Lord starts sending them four-sword judgments across this United States, it's going to be too late. As the scripture says, the Lord is long suffering, wishing that none of us would perish. And that hand of mercy is even extended out to you women as well. But if you don't hearken to the Lord, you're going to be caught up with the judgment of Egypt. As the scripture says, though they join hand in hand, they shall not go unpunished. Let me get that. I'm going to go back to Isaiah. I forgot where it is. Is it in Isaiah? Let me put it on pause and find it. All right, I found it. Proverbs 11:21. And it says, though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished. And if you're joined to this system, you will be counted as the wicked. And therefore, you will receive the judgment of the wicked. And that's many of you ladies out here, because you have there's no fear of the Lord in you ladies. The Lord is not in your, even in your furthest thought. Okay? And so when Yahweh Bashem Yahushua shakes this system up, we're going to have what we have in verse 12. They shall lament, they shall cry for the teats, for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine, for all the things that you used to enjoy. You're going to long for the OnlyFans, the Instagram, the attention, the food, the wine, the parties, the nightlife. You're going to desire all these things, wishing that it will go back to normal, but it's not. It's going to be all hell. And see, because as the scripture says, because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. See, you women are going to experience that in the most hardest and most cruel sense, because men, like I said, these men who will have that long memory, when they see you and you try to come to them for comfort, for shelter, for resources, they're going to be like, fuck you. Take your strong, independent ass out there and fend for yourself. You and these little crumb snatching niggas, why don't you go to the government and get some help? See, then the Lord is going to replay all those moments in your life where you were being wicked, being unthankful, completely out of order, completely the opposite of Proverbs 31 and Timothy and what's written in Titus about the appropriate behavior of a woman. Because in that day, you'll be starving, you'll be hungry. You're going to be a prey to all the so-called sex-deprived men out here. Like it says, what's that, in Lamentations, the 5th chapter, I believe it was? It talks about how, oh yeah, Lamentations 5 and 11. It says, they ravished the women in Zion and the maids in the cities of Judah. See, all you women that's just going around living your best life, hopping from man to man to man on the CC. As the elder Malcolm in our camp always says, man, that CC is going to be riding you. And see, in that day, you'll be praying that once they ravish you over and over and over again, every single day, you're going to be praying that any man will always take you just for that. Because when that time comes, like I said, when them 4 sword judgments come, when you're missing that food and you're hungry and starving, guess what? When they get through getting them cheeks, if they're hungry, they might eat them cheeks. You daughters of Zion, you better get right with the Lord while you have time. I know there are some sisters out there that are quietly watching, quietly observing. Hey, for you ladies, of course, you know this does not apply to you. But for you women that are not living right, as of this day, you better take heed and humble yourself, because the danger that's right in your face that you don't see, the Lord is about to bring this, as the scripture says, to its perfection. And if you have no protection, which is a man of the Lord, you will fall horribly, as the scripture says, where there is no hedge, there is no protection. Turn back to the Lord. Reconsider your wicked ways. Or as I always say, when you're in situations like this and you need to get right, at what price will you pay? What price will be too high for you all? Something to think about. So I hope you all were edified. And until the next time, we're going to say shalom.